was in high school and before in college or whatever. So Coach Brown kind of just brought that added level of confidence to myself, whether it was during the process of recruiting or even when I got here. And then coming out of high school, I was very good like route running. I might have lost that a little bit over time, but Coach Brown is like really working on me developing and kind of getting back to the little basics. He's really hard on me, and that's more than I think I could ask for from anyone. I mean, I'm hard on myself, but I think he's right there with me. So.
CJ, that intensity and that feistiness you bring, we've talked about it a little bit. Is that something you've always had, or something you've developed over time, just continuously playing?
Yeah, that's something I've always had, 100%. I mean, I think my dad was my youth football coach my entire life, and he'll tell you that. Like, I'm a completely different kid on the field than I'm off the field. Like, I'm a great kid off the field. I think anybody can tell you that. But I go on the field with a chip on my shoulder, with a dog in my head, and so it's something I always want to bring with me because I think football is such a passionate sport, something that means so much to all of us, and it's what I love. So why not just go out there with my whole heart?
We talked about the weather being different here in Wisconsin. Does anything else surprise you? Have you tried cheese curds? Have you heard about jump around?
I love the cheese curds. Cheese curds are awesome. I'm a big cheese guy, so cheese curds are great. Weather's different. I'm excited for jump around, so that'll be one of the things I'm looking forward to on game day. A lot of California people here actually, so I've realized in the school a lot of California people, a lot of great people, and personalities are just a little bit different. So, yeah.
CJ, how have you looked to polish your game as you've kind of gotten into your frame? How have you kind of looked to change your game where obviously a lot of elements might change?
Yeah, I think my game specifically is I'm very route runner savvy. I'm a high IQ guy, and that's kind of been the thing. Over the years, a lot of people have tested against my speed. That's something I think I see as my weakness or anything like that. Like I play football hard. And I think when you play football hard, you continue to get better. Like every single time I come on the field, I'm running routes as hard as I can. Playing the game as hard as I can. That's only going to make me a faster football player. So being here, I think I've learned a lot from Coach Longo as far as football IQ-wise, offensively. And I think just defining my game in every aspect. There's always something to get better. There's always something out there that you can get better at. And I think all aspects of my game I can get better at.
You were obviously in a really explosive offense last year with Lincoln Ryan. Now you're here with Phil Longo.
Yeah.
Two high-powered offenses. What's the transition been like going from one to the other, and just what have you kind of picked up along the way?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what's benefited me the most. There hasn't been a whole lot of transition. Very similar offense, right? Both came from Leach. Rest in peace, Coach Leach, but a very good offense. So I think with us this year, which may be different from Longo last year, like they probably didn't run the ball as much as we will this year. Ches and Braylon at running back. So being able to run the football only sets up the pass even more. So I think coming in with the knowledge that I came with from Lincoln Riley, who's a great offensive play caller, and just coming to another great offensive play caller, Coach Longo, I think it's even better. It set me up even more. And then we just have playmakers all around, different quarterbacks. So, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
Talking about that time at USC, how have you kind of grown from being in such a stacked receiver room, Jordan Addison and a lot of different guys there? How did that kind of help you in your 1 year there?
Yeah, and I just told him over there is like that was probably one of the best things that happened was right there playing behind Jordan, playing behind Mario Williams, playing behind Brendan Rice. Was like I just got to kind of come into my own as a football player in college. I got to realize a little bit more about myself as a person, as a football player, and then just see what the Blitnikoff on display every single day. See freshman All-American and Mario Williams. So it was a very competitive wide receiver room, but at the end of the day, like so is this. Wherever you go in the nation, there's going to be really good receivers. A lot of them out there. So I think it helped me personally. I think God put me in that position for a reason, and it's just going to improve my game and give me more of that dog that you guys kind of see, more of that chip on my shoulder.
You were part of a large group of visitors that came in for transfer that then you ultimately committed.
Right.
What was that weekend like? What do you remember from that?
Yeah, it was a great weekend. Kind of no familiar faces for me. A lot of Cincinnati guys, I've heard them say that there's a lot of familiar faces. I was like, nah, I don't know none of these guys. But I think getting to know these guys, because I was only here for 18 hours, I think off of 18 hours, it's just so much you can learn about the person, But obviously, you're coming in on a visit. They're going to show you what you want to see. And my biggest thing was like, okay, I'm going to learn from the Cincinnati guys. I'm going to ask these guys questions about Coach Brown, Coach Fickle, and what they know about Longo. Because that's the real, at the end of the day. So they obviously gave me a good insight on them, good evaluation on Coach Long, Coach Brown, Coach Fickle, and then off the conversation I had with Longo and the multiple text messages I had with them. So it was a great visit. Obviously, we all committed. I think we all had a similar mindset as far as winning championships and coming here and winning football games. So I think that's what kind of brought us all together. And all right, let's do this. Let's do something special.
When I talked to Nate, it seems like you guys got close after. I guess did you guys get close up in the 5 years?
Nathan?
Yeah, Nate.
Yeah, Nate. We got close after that for sure. He was probably one of the bigger recruiters out there, as far as right behind Longo and Brown. He wanted to see me here just as much as anyone because he saw the talent I had and how special I could be, how special the school can be for us. So.
As a California guy myself, I got to ask, how'd you like the transition in January when it was cold?
It was a transition. That's what I'm gonna say about it. It was definitely a transition. It's cold here, man. It is what it is. But like I just told everyone else, if I get drafted, I can't choose where I'm gonna play at. I may get drafted to Buffalo, I may get drafted to Texas. I don't know, but it was a transition. It's a little bit warmer in California, but what helps right now is California isn't crazy warm. Right? It's like 60 degrees there. It's been raining recently, so I think the transition's been good though. Everyone's helped me out really well as far as the staff here. Coach Fickle kind of helping me find housing, all those different things. So.
Your family back home had any problem with flooding this year because of all the rain? And
no,
everything?
we're really far inland, so it actually helps us out.
Okay.
We're far from the beach, but the beach, they had it pretty bad in the beach. So.
Were there any power outage kind of things near y'all?
There was. So they had a couple power outages with all the rain. I think that's the most rain California's gotten probably 15 years they said. So it's been a minute. But no, family's safe. They're good. We'll be here in Madison this weekend, so they get to experience. The sun that we'll have, I guess.
For like 5 minutes.
Hopefully, yeah, like 5 minutes.
Quincy was saying that one of the ways that guys broke the ice, and that was talking about nicknames. Did you get a nickname when you came here? Because Quincy, or not? No
my nickname is C.J. So my real name is Christian. Yeah, my nickname is C.J. I think we stick with that.
Stick with that.
Yeah, that's my nickname. But I wish I had one. It'd be cool.
Have you been surprised at all by the returning wide receivers and what they've been able to show, like Chim and Skyler, Keontae?
Yeah, no surprise at all. I think I watched their film. I looked up their PFF days, and I kind of knew what I was getting into when I came here. I knew I was coming to a great room of guys and receivers, and not even necessarily guys. I don't even want to say that because I didn't know their personalities coming in here. But since I got here, their personalities are beyond what I expected because they're great guys. And I know usually when you transfer, right, because there's like this at USC, when guys transfer in, there's some animosity there, right? Guys that are already there, they may have some type of animosity or concerns or anything like that. I didn't feel that way at all. I think they all had welcoming, open arms, and they're all great football players. Came out here the first day. They were running routes with Braden, Tanner, Nick. And they just looked like dudes. And I was like, yeah, we got ourselves some dudes on there. And that only helps to the room. It brings competitive nature up, all that different things. So.
I'm sure you've been asked this, but what essentially led to you transferring here out of all the other schools that you visited?
Yeah, there's a variety of things. I think it's the aspect of playing with a great quarterback in Tanner, Braden, and Nick. And my biggest thing with Tanner, and I've seen this, I know you guys have seen this pretty recently too, is Tanner's a guy. I've played with two great quarterbacks, Bryce Young, obviously Heisman Trophy winner, probably the number 1 pick this year. Played with Caleb last year, number 1 pick probably next year, Heisman Trophy winner. I think Tanner's in that conversation 100%. And then also you have the added aspect of the offense Coach Longo brings and the culture that Fickle has, and it just looked like the right place for me. And then being in the Big Ten with some other great receivers was ideal.